Hello, everybody. It's Boxing Bros UK. I'm his Chris. This is my co-host, Andrew, the Boxing Brain.
Hello, hello.
Today's topic is Skye Nicolson versus Raven Chapman. Well, firstly, before we start, I'd just like to give a shout out. This is the first female fight on a Saudi card. So all those people that are saying, "Oh, Saudi Arabia, they're going to kill women's boxing," blah blah blah. Don't fucking think so. It's just obviously it's a cultural difference, so it just took us some time to get used to it. But they have shown that, yeah, obviously they don't agree with women fighting, but they're embracing other people's culture and they're showing female cards because that's what the female fights. That's what the fans want. So you can't be hating on the Saudis now and saying, "Oh, well, women's boxing is going to be dead now," because they're showing a good fight, and it's their first one, and it's our first pre-fight review and prediction on a female fight on the channel.
I think it is. Come on, women. Let's get some female viewers in here. Get some female viewers in. Come on.
Come on. I was sorry it took so long, ladies, but this is the fight that I think is it's a really, really good fight and it's fitting. And to be honest, a lot of female fights aren't exciting just because they haven't got the depth of talent of boxers. So you've always got a few standout names in each division, and then the talent pool's not very deep. So that's why the fights are always one-sided, pretty much. But this is a good fight, and I'm on the fence. I can't decide who I think. I can't decide who I think is going to win. So I'll throw it over to you to give your thoughts, because I watched them both fight, and I keep flip-flopping. I can't make a decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna, because I've got my analytical head and then my gut feeling. But just to mirror your sentiments, Chris, and also a world championship fight, the first world championship fight on the bill, starting off with the WBC strap on the line. So lovely jubbly. You know, that's another nice little addition as well.
Yeah.
But fair play to both girls, and well said in your introduction there, Chris, as well. Look, they've only got 3 KOs between them, I think. Yeah, 3 KOs in 20 fights between them. So probably not. What is it? Yeah, I think that's about right. So, I mean, Raven Chapman can mix it up a little bit. I mean, Skye Nicholson's not known as a puncher. We know that. And analytically, it's an interesting fight because you've got Skye Nicolson, who likes to nullify her opponent's work. Whatever they bring, she tries to counteract and tries to make them look as bad as possible. That's kind of her style, which, you know, I see a lot of comments. They're either commenting on her looks or the fact that she can be a bit of a boring boxer. But look, she's technically very good. She can box. And I was watching a video, I think you watched it as well, Chris, where S&C coach, a strength and conditioning coach, is trying to get her to work overall on her strength, but trying to kind of springboard from that core to kind of get a bit more pop in her shots. So I know they've done a lot of work on that, so that'll be interesting. And on the other hand, Raven Chapman loves to bring the heat, loves to get in there and try and beat people up, throw a lot of punches. And I think it's going to be an interesting matchup because I think Skye Nicholson's going to try and run away a little bit, and I mean that respectfully. She's going to try and Raven Chapman's going to try and close the distance and try and stick it on her, and that could make for a very interesting match. I hope it does anyway. Actually.
Because I just can't decide. Yeah, it's all good.
All right, yeah, you cut out there a little bit. Yeah, crack on, Chris. Sorry, mate.
Who do you think's going to win? Because I just can't decide.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm too busy waffling. I didn't. Well, Everyone's kind of going with Skye Nicolson here because she's the more famous name. She's kind of been in the headlines a little bit over the years for various reasons I'm not going to go into. I'll leave people to make their own conclusions with where I'm going with that. Clearly, the A side in it. I've got a feeling, and I've got a feeling Raven Chapman might get the job done. That's my gut feeling. I think she might outwork Skye Nicolson. I think she might. Sometimes the judges, depending on what you like, sometimes the judges like the more aggressive fighter that's putting on the pressure. And I think Raven Chapman might sneak a little bit of a split decision here. So that's what I'm going with. Raven Chapman split decision.
Okay. I think that, but then that Skye, she is a really, really good boxer.
She is.
Like, I watched a couple of her fights, and like she's very, and for her to do it in 2 minute rounds to be so patient, it's quite a feat really, and win the rounds, you know. But so I keep thinking in my head, I've got it. Skye Raven's going to be coming at her. And she likes fighting on the back foot. That's what she likes, doesn't she? Counter punching. Yeah. And she's going to be. I think that she's going to be pot shotting her and moving around the ring. And like, I don't know. I think Skye's going to nick a decision.
I can see that. Honestly, like you describing how the fight could play out there, this is one of them really where I think this is more of a 50-50 than maybe what people might realise. And I think,
for sure.
Do you think it's a case, Chris, of a fault just that it might just simply come down to who executes their plan a little bit better on the night? You know, who's able to execute their style might just be the defining factor, you know?
That's it. But on the other hand, like the way that she fights, I'm thinking, well, Skye hasn't really fought anyone like Raven. And Raven might steamroller with her constant pressure and all that back foot game running away. While she's running away, she could get tagged and clipped and bum rushed. So like that's why I kept flip flopping. But my original thought was Skye after watching them fight. So I'm gonna go with my gut. What I originally, because you know when you keep changing.
Yeah. So go with your gut. Yeah, the only other thing I guess,
Skye.
I'm going to go away and watch a few of Raven's fights. She fought that Sarabia in her last fight, but Sarabia was just there to be hit. She was, I think it's Sarabia. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone.
Yeah.
She was just standing in the pocket, Sarabia, just being teed off on. Looked very novice to me. Thought she was awful, so I couldn't really gauge much from that. But I guess another factor, Chris, just to add in there, is I know she's very fit. I know she's very strong. I know she works very hard in the gym. But is she able to execute that style, you know, throughout the whole fight? That's the other thing as well. If she kind of takes a little bit off, Skye nicks a couple of rounds, I can see the case being made that Skye.
That's it. And I think Raven, where she's a fight. This is your classic fighter versus a boxer.
You know, counter punch versus the fight.
Yeah. Like Skye Nicolson she's an out and out boxer. That she's always trying to get hit. I'm not getting hit. Movement, jabbing, like moving around. And Raven's more Golovkin. I'm going to put the ring off. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to put a hurting on you. You know, like she wants to let them shots go. She doesn't.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her. Maybe it's a level of this is so many things. The level of opponent was a bit shit. So maybe that's why she could do that. So I'd like to see her use a jab a bit. Like you say, that girl that she fought last, it was just like a punch bag. So she wasn't even jabbing. Heavy bag of eyeballs. She was just, when she was in range, she's just letting her hands go. She's not even setting up with a jab. She's just throwing them 1-2s hooks straight away because she can. So, and if she starts doing that, straight shots are always quicker than the hooks. So when
Yeah,
she's trying to like get in range and come in with the hooks, that Skye is going to go ping ping with a
yeah,
1-2 and move and step around or run off. So
yeah.
it's just so much to think about. But yeah, so my final prediction is Skye unanimous decision or majority. Skye on points. I'm not going to go into
Yeah,
specifics because I do think it
yeah.
could be a hard fight.
And
Majority decision. But
I'll go. I'll stick to my original gut because sometimes I can flip flop a little bit. I think Skye Nicholson's going to use a lot of spoiling tactics. I think she's going to try and sort of mix it up a lot. She's going to try and nullify it. I think she's worked on all scenarios. I think she's that type of boxer.
yeah,
But I think just my gut says that Raven Chapman, just with the pressure, just might nick majority or split decision.
yeah. Okay then. So your final prediction is Raven, and I'm going with the Skye. Boxing Bros
Opposite,
UK.
yeah.
Opposite predictions this time. Boxing Bros UK. Like and sub, like and sub.